Welcome, guys, to the first episode of this new kind of podcast I was thinking about of creating, and I like to be as much creative as possible in any kind of videos that I'm creating. So this kind of podcast is a new one for me. This is like a minor life update. It's more like for me taking advantage of all the time that I have while driving here in Greece in this sunny spring weather, and especially when I'm on the road during the golden hour. So if you are just listening to this podcast, I urge you to check it out on YouTube, as this is a video podcast that I'm recording this podcast as I'm driving my open air car, and I was thinking of naming this kind of episodes, this kind of podcast episodes, as on open air. I was thinking of maybe renaming the whole podcast, to tell you the truth, from the Makos cast to on open air. I don't know, this is yet another change that I'm considering to make until something sticks in this online content creation world. Anyway, this is about, I do have about 15 minutes or 20 minutes until I get back home. So I hope you'll enjoy this ride with me while I'm driving in this beautiful Greek weather, in this ideal, in fact, weather conditions during golden hour, as I said. So a small life update. This is not so much about life update. It's a mix of many things that I want to talk about, and I don't want to spend too much time on overthinking and overplanning this. I just want to place a camera in front of my face and start talking and sharing with you my most personal thoughts. And I don't have this luxury when I'm creating my overly produced videos on my YouTube channel. So at this moment I have thought now about my YouTube and this whole content creation workflow that I'm building. I have now filmed, and I filmed the whole episodes and filmed the interview of about 6 episodes at current time. It's now May 10. And at this point I have filmed about 6 episodes, 6 documentary episodes that I plan to publish on my YouTube channel. 1 podcast episode that I have filmed while we were vacationing during Easter on Skiros Island. And these are the videos. I think there are 3 more. I think there are 3 more podcast episodes, the Greek podcast episode, because I'm running also a Greek podcast with a friend of mine. So I'm not planning to film any more videos until I edit all that stuff that I have filmed and are waiting to be edited on my computer. I want to place the camera so that we can enjoy as much as possible the freedom that this car allows me to enjoy, and be like having you with me. So this is my current status when it comes to work from home life. I have totally quit my web publishing business, because to tell you the truth, I'm not that obsessed about it. I'm more obsessed about this type of business nowadays. You can see there's a police checkup point here, and I don't want to spend any more time on something that I feel I'm no longer obsessed, and I'm doing a mediocre job, to tell you the truth. Instead, I'm very obsessed about making videos, so I chose to take all that time that I was spending on my web publishing business, trying to recover it from Google updates and from the hit that I got from Google on search engines, and which led to a significant drop in my business revenue, and as a result, in my personal income. So as I'm building this type of new business for me, which I had started, in fact, this kind of business about 7 or 8 years ago. But of course, I didn't stay consistent because I was living in my comfort zone. I knew that I enjoyed this kind of work, but I never really committed to it. And now that things have changed and I'm a lot more stressed, I guess this stress has led me to be a lot more productive in a thing that I really enjoy doing this. And in fact, it's maybe a blessing in disguise, all this that had happened to my business, because I truly believe that this is what I will enjoy doing for the rest of my life. If someone told me now that I could retire, I could have all the money in the world so I can do whatever I want in my life, this is what I would actually do. Now you can see that this is the perfect spot. In fact, this is the scene, the landscape that I wanted to film this while I was attaching the camera on the windshield. This is the perfect nature landscape I wanted to show you while I'm driving during this magnificent sunlight. As I get older, I don't know, I am appreciating more nature. I'm finding myself wanting to be as much close to nature as possible. And why not do at the same time what I really love doing, which is making these kind of podcast episodes, because I could film some B-roll here and there, some A-roll, and try to construct the story later in the edit room. But this will take me a lot of time. There will be another batch of footage that I need to edit, to script out, and create a video that's probably going to end up in my channel after a month or so. But now with the podcast, it's more intimate, I think it's the word, more personal. I don't have really any script, even an outline of what I'm going to talk to you about. I just press record and I start talking because I really, really enjoy. Okay, I have said this about 10 times until now, but I hope I can transfer my excitement, my happiness to you, and possibly, hopefully, make your day also as great as mine at this current state. I have now about 10 minutes before I'm back to home. Now, what else can I talk to you about now? I can talk to you about the setup, because maybe you are interested because you saw the thumbnail on YouTube and you are curious to learn how I'm shooting this episode, because whenever I find a YouTube video that is looking interesting to me, I want to know how the creator made this video. So I have attached my camera and Sony A7C on the windshield with the 20mm lens. I have placed myself in the center, of course, because I want the audience to focus on me. I want you to focus on me. The main character of the video is me, the main target object, the main focus of the frame is me, so I'm placing myself in the middle. I don't think this is the most ideal framing. I'll probably, depending on how I see this video later in the edit room, I may change the position of the camera. And then I have, for sound, which is the most important thing, of course, in a podcast, I have the I have the wireless DJI mic It's the first iteration. It's not the 32-bit float. Attached to my jacket, and I have the windows up to cut out the wind as much as possible. And I believe that during edit I will apply some noise reduction, because I don't think it will be a good sound even under these conditions, since I'm in the open air. I'm driving on the open air, and but I really want to for you to feel like you are with me, so I will leave some of the natural sound in the final result of this podcast episode. So these podcast episodes, I've started them a few months ago, or maybe more than a year ago. I had my second thoughts whether I should script them out or just talk off the cuff. This is of course not scripted, as you have understood. I have done both. I've already talked about which one I prefer in another video. The short story is that each solution has its merits, has its strengths and weaknesses. Of course, I enjoy more doing this off the cuff, like now, but it's all over the place, as you can imagine. I should probably have an outline and at least have 3 or 4 topics to talk to you about, but this is just a spontaneous recording, as I said, because I want to take advantage of all this time that I'm behind the wheel. And I know a lot of friends and a lot of people who spend a lot of time driving, and I'm advising them to start creating anything online while they are driving. And because I consider this time useless, I consider this time a lot, this is wasted time, okay? I believe everyone agrees with that. And because it's wasted time, and I have a knack for being as efficient as possible in everything I do in my life, of course, I'm never that efficient as I wished I was. But this is my attempt of being efficient while I'm driving. And instead of losing 20 minutes behind the wheel, I now have a piece of content, not the most perfect piece of content to upload, but this is just a piece of content, just another piece of content that I'll be able to upload, and I'll follow the advice that I have found lately very, very relatable. I resonate with that a lot. Just post. This is the advice. Just post. And it is just a piece of content that I will just post, and whatever comes out of it. I don't have any specific goal. I don't expect that much stuff. The only thing is that this will help me practice more talking to the camera in English, and possibly improve finally just a bit this skill of public speaking, in quotes, because this is not public speaking, it's just me looking natural on camera. And they say that whenever you want to talk to the camera and come out as much as natural as possible, the general advice is to have something in your hands to play with, to distract yourself, not looking straight in the camera the whole time. And of course, driving should provide that, because you have to pay attention to the road. So this is the first episode. Not the first episode, I think it's the 16th, the 17th episode. I hope it will be the podcast episode right after the episode I liked it from Skiros, which I have not yet watched at all. It's been 2 months since we returned from our vacations, and I haven't checked it out, I haven't checked that video out. I hope by the time you watch this, you listen to this, I will have posted the other podcast episode. So this is not the first podcast episode, but it's the first podcast called On Open Air. And I really hope that I'll end up making more of this, because I really enjoyed it, really had fun doing this. And I hope I'll see you in the next episode. So now, as I'm now at home, it's time to go back to my family and work from life. And now it's time to go back to my family and work from home life. Thank you for listening or watching. Take care.